Are you looking for music collaborators on your next project? Well, before you do, there's some things that you need to know. So if you're an artist ready for some collab work, keep watching, because today I'm sharing 5 things that you gotta know for collaborations to protect yourself and your money. So let's blast off and get started. JM in your universe. Konnichiwa friends, I'm Jonathan Miller and welcome back to Jonathan Miller Music, where we help each other become better artists. I make pop music and every Wednesday on this channel I'm helping others take their music to level 2. If that sounds good, consider subscribing and ringing the notification bell, maybe giving this video a like and sharing it with a friend. My goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year, so if you find this video helpful, any interaction with it is super helpful. If not, you know what? I heard a rumor about this. Yeah, I heard you were allergic to the sub button and YouTube found out about that and doesn't like that very much. No, it's absolutely true. I mean, it might not be. I guess the only way you're gonna find out is if you actually hit the sub button. Just saying. Subscribe. Okay friends, let's talk music collabs. Great music is often a collaborative effort in some way. Sometimes it's through writing, sometimes it's production, sometimes it's just utilizing each other's networks to grow. Collaborations are awesome ways to advance your music career. However, bringing new people onto your art is a little bit nerve-wracking. There are a lot of sharks in the music industry that will cheat you out of your money. I've experienced that myself, because all collabs in music at the end of the day are business arrangements. So, in order to protect yourself, here are 5 tips that you gotta know. Number 1, get everything in writing always. No matter if you're working with your best friend or a stranger or just someone in your network, get all agreements written down. It must include the date and everybody signs it. Paper is best, but electronically, like via email, is also okay because a timestamp is included. This not only protects you, but it also protects your co-writers as well, so that everyone is getting their money. Every single song that has ever been made is owned by someone. And more times than not, it's owned by more than just someone. I know it can feel a little awkward, especially at the end of a particularly fun session, but really it's so important that you get all splits and credits written down, agreed upon, and signed. Personally, I advocate for an even share split because I learned the hard way when I was 18 that people will cheat you out of royalties even if you think they have the best intentions. But that being said, you absolutely do not have to do an even split if everyone feels that one person did a little bit more or one person did a little bit less and everyone's okay with that. Just don't get bullied out of your money either. Stick up for yourself and advocate for what you contributed to the song or the project. The good thing about all of this is that chances are if your chemistry is really good, everyone signing a document, which everyone gets a copy of, won't be too much of a hassle. Which actually brings me to my next point. Number 2, make sure the energy is right. One of my favorite writing sessions in LA was with someone who had written for people like Hilary Duff, Lindsay Lohan, and Little Mix, simply because we went out to lunch first. Neither of us had met physically at the time, so when we finally did, we met in a public place, we got some food, and we just talked, got to know each other, talked about music, talked about travel. It was so relaxed that by the time we went back to her studio, we just had fun and talked about everything. And actually, instead of writing something new, she ended up teaching me so much about pop music and adult contemporary songwriting that really helped me elevate my melodies and song construction as a teenage songwriter. So whether you're writing something totally new or somebody's already done something and you're just improving upon it, that's the energy you want. Both of you feel connected in your creative flow, because when you collab, it really is all about the energy. A great song can be made when everyone is totally relaxed and comfortable with one another. So whether that's getting coffee or going to lunch beforehand, just take the time to get to know each other a little bit so that you can take the pressure off and make something excellent. Number 3, organic versus formulaic. Okay, going a little further from my previous point, like I said, collaborations are all about the energy. And sometimes that energy runs dry even with the strongest of collaborators. So what I mean by organic versus formulaic is that don't be afraid to shake things up a little bit and get out of those comfort zones. Sometimes you need to be able to just go there on that emotional ballad where you gotta work totally out of order so that things feel fresh. When I was working on my latest single, I Heard You Hate My Voice with my brother, I did things that I would never have otherwise done if we hadn't thrown out my personal rule book for my own songwriting. And throwing that rule book out actually paid off big time because that song is now my most streamed song on Spotify. Don't get me wrong, sometimes if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if something is off from your tried and true method, try throwing out the rule book and think out of the box. Number 4, who does what after distribution. Okay, getting your songwriting and publishing splits down on paper is one thing, but what about promo? Who's actually releasing the song? Will there be a music video that both of you need to make time to be in? Who is expected to promote it and how are they expected to do it? Will you both be promoting it? Is it supposed to be a single or is it just gonna be on the album? Who is doing what after the song is created? You really need to think about what you expect from each other and your music and be able to talk freely about it. More often than not, if it's a song that you both love and are excited about, promoting's probably gonna be pretty easy because you both want to do it. But that being said, you shouldn't assume anything and still discuss things. I mean, if you're indie, who is actually distributing the song? Can this song be pitched to other artists? Is there a time period that it can't be pitched to other artists? Are you gonna try to get it in movies and TV shows like with sync licensing? Is this just like a guest feature or is it a full-on like duet? Did someone just help co-write the song and not really wanna be in the spotlight, which is perfectly okay. Just talk all of this out and make a plan together. And number 5, no surprises. The last thing that I really want to drive home today regarding collaborations is that there should never be any surprises down the line. This is why you get everything in writing. If you at any time feel uncomfortable with the situation that you're in, you need to remember that no is a complete sentence. And if you've got everything in writing and you've talked everything out, there should never be any of this, oh, I didn't know nonsense. Collabs are, as I said before, all business arrangements. And money, a lot of the times, changes people's behaviors. Look over every contract you sign. It is okay to say to your best friend, I will review this and get back to you. I got screwed out of music royalties once upon a time for songs that I definitely helped write because I didn't understand music contracts and I was shy and stupid. I didn't feel comfortable advocating for myself, so this is why I advocate for talking things out. Renegotiate things if you have to. If you really feel you did a little bit more, say you did a little bit more and advocate for a bigger split. It really is okay because more often than not, if your energy's good and you're really connecting with someone and both of you love the music that you've created together, these business talks are gonna be a lot less scary and awkward. And most of the people that I've worked with tend to go for a 50-50 split if the energy is right and everybody's doing their thing. So please do your best to work it all out beforehand and get your creative energies right so that your next collab will be one of your best collaborations so far. So those are some tips on collaborations. Question of the video, what is one of your favorite music collaborations of all time and why? Leave me a comment below letting me know. If you want to check out my latest single, I Heard You Hate My Voice, and its music video, I've left some links in the description below so you can check them out. And make sure you follow me on Spotify while you're there. And if you really like me and you like what I do, consider joining me on Patreon like Steen here and all these fantastic people to get all sorts of fun rewards, including access to my YouTube calendar to see what's coming to the channel. But as always, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like on it and subscribe if you're new. I put out new videos every single Wednesday. Once again, I'm Jonathan Miller, and I will see you next time. See you later.
I am a machine, not a robot, not a